Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. As you can see down below, hashtag survived the week. You guys survived the week? Love to hear from you. If you have, raise your hand. Ooh, have to think about it. Otherwise I could do this. Survive the week. Oh my Lanta. The stories we will tell today as we have Friday Fun with Jenn. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. Glad you're still awake. Hope you're ready for a wonderful evening of fun, laughter, and survival. Yes, we have survived. So let's say hello to everybody. Hey, Muttnuts. So glad you're here. Welcome, Robin. Mickey's in the house. Hello, people. Missed you tonight. I appreciate that, Mickey. You know what? I did not get to eat until 8:15. I'm going to tell you tonight why I wasn't in your live. Again, I'll be hashtag replaying just like last week, but I am glad you're here. So glad. Hey, Crafting and Crime Daily. So glad you're here. I can't wait to also watch some of your lives. I'm glad we survived and we're here. We're here. Hey, Lynn. So good to see you. Hey, Sue Bell. Sue Bell's in the house. Oh my goodness, we have some fun stories tonight. It's gonna be amazing. Hey, Amy. So glad to see you. Hey, Rich. Welcome. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Sue Blingy is driving and listening. Oh, I'm so glad you made it. Sue Blingy, welcome. Be safe out there driving. We'll try not to have you drive off the road with some funny stories. Hey, Carrie, so good to see you. William, Tammy, hello. Dip in Time, aka Rhonda, good to see you. Felicia's in the house. So good to see you. Amy, hit the thumbs up while you wait to show support for our host. Oh, bless you. Bonnie, so good to see you. Karen. Yes, Karen has been a member for 31 months. This weekend, I have some fun membership stuff to put up. Can't wait to show you. So if you are a member, I'm also hoping to do a members live for those who are VIP and higher and get behind the scenes stuff on what's happening. Hey, Riza, good to see you. April in the house. Hi, Mom and Dad. So glad you're here. Hey, Diamond Paint with Kim. Welcome. Hi, Kayleen. Hey, Lisa. Love you and hug yous too. Hi, Jen M. She's saying hi to everyone in the chat. Fern, your first live. Well, welcome to the family and the adventure. We're going to have some fun tonight. So good to see you. Berta says awake. It's only 5 p.m. Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh. I had dumpster fires like crazy this week. And right before I went on live, I almost swore a bit because of something that happened. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. I still can't feel my foot, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, Lizzie. So good to see you. Lizzie is inherited, adopted, taken over Tia, our honey bunny, for her hashtag love is in the air. So good. I'm glad you're here. Kevin's wife, I did get your message. I'll message you back tonight. Thank you for your patience. Hey, so good to see you, Robin. Welcome. Oh, hi, Dipper. So glad to see you. Hello, cutie. For those of you who don't know, the reason people are getting their hellos put on the screen is because they are in green and they are members, so they get a special shout out. Hey, Seashell. So good to see you. Furnace saying thank you so much. She should be asleep. Here in the UK, it's 2 a.m. Hi, Brenda. So good to see you. And Billy's in the house. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I got everybody so far. I'm excited. I'm going to be kitting up Purnell, which we talked about how I picked different blings for Purnell. And then over the weekend, I'm going to finish up my tea party. And then I'm also going to try to finish up my gnome painting from Craftably. We will see if that actually happens. But I'm super excited because we actually had a successful purge day. We got rid of our Christmas tree. We had bought a new tree after we put up our old tree. Our old tree is 20 years old. And every time we put something on it, ooh, Berta, milestone, 2 years. Berta, I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hey, Crafts with Crashly, so good to see you. Happy Friday. And I remember when we bought that tree, it was our first Christmas. We had this tiny, tiny apartment. You basically walked in the door. There was a 5 foot by 5 foot square that was considered the dining room. And then you got the little kitchen, which was like a 5 foot by 4 foot square. And then you had the living room that ran the whole length. And then you had a bedroom and a bathroom. That was it. And my husband, we had been married for 3 months, said, we don't have enough room for a Christmas tree. Like, it's our first Christmas as husband and wife. I want a Christmas tree. So I attempted to get one of those little ones that sit like on your desk or on a shelf, and bought some little ornaments, had a little string of lights, had a little star that went on the top, and we put it on top of our entertainment center, which we had inherited. Our couch we had inherited from another couple who got married our sophomore year, so they had that left over. And when you sat on the couch, you literally were sitting on the floor. And I looked up, I'm sitting on the couch, my knees to my chin, and I look up, there's this little tree, and I just start crying because I'm just like, I wanted a Christmas tree so bad because we grew up with this beautiful big Christmas tree, and I remember the memories of decorating it. I just wanted to start traditions with my husband, our first Christmas. So we were in a place called Meijer. It's a large, basically like a super Walmart. And there was this tree, I think it was like 3 weeks before Christmas, that was on sale. And we didn't have the money, but we figured out how to make it work. And we bought this tree and we brought it home. And it was pretty much the size of the dining room space. So when you walked in the door, you almost walked directly into the tree. But I had a tree. We put it up. We bought a couple really cheap bulbs to put on it. We got a couple strings of lights. And I had a tree. We didn't have anything to go under it, but I had a tree. And that tree has lasted 20 years. And it looked really good until last year. And then it just started falling apart. And this year it was even worse. You touch it, you blow on it, anything, and one of the little tiny branches would fall off. You try to hang something and you fall off. But I was like, oh my gosh. So I wanted to just throw it away. We saved up. We got another tree. It's in a box. We bought it after we put this one up. And I just wanted to throw this one away. And my husband was saying, no, we need to put it on the free Facebook page for the neighborhood. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not want some poor person to get that, not poor like they're poor, but like they think they're getting a good tree and they get this tree and it like falls apart the first year they put it up. I don't care if it's free. They still they still deserve a nice tree. And he was like, nope, I'm not throwing this away. I said, fine. You take the picture, you post it, you deal with it, whatever. We also had a really large table in our family room. It was probably 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet. And it took up a lot of the space, but Jude and all his toys and everything like that. Say hi to my husband's back. Hello, husband's back. And So we decided, hey, we're going to get rid of it. We're going to post it for free. Maybe some college students would want it. And we've tried. Ashley, I love that she had to explain. I don't want anyone to think I'm throwing someone under the bus. Oh my gosh.
Who did you throw under the bus this time?
Poor people / poor people. Different types of poor people. Anyway. Hi, Diamond and Dew. So glad you're here. Hey, Roslyn. Welcome, welcome. Elisa. Hey. Dipper is saying hi on the keyboard. Hey, Robert. I'm glad you're here. So good to see you. I think someone else snuck in. I didn't say hi to. I'm just Karen. Hey, Karen. Jenny. So good to see you. Jen M. Welcome, welcome. It totally could have went both ways with this too. Exactly. Hey, Chaotic. So then where was I? All right. So he has been posting that for free for a couple months and nobody's picked up on it. And I told him, I said, finally, it's done. Like if nobody picks it up, we're taking not a chainsaw, a saw to it because it's too big to go in the trash can. Like a saw to it, just so missing half my eyebrow. I know. I don't know if it's because my eyes are sagging now that I'm getting old. I'm like, why are my eyebrows like not showing up even with my special lighting? Like I have a whole eyebrow, I promise. And now you guys are going to be looking at it the whole time going, no, she doesn't. She only has half an eyebrow. So good news today. The tree is gone. Yay! So the tree is gone. We have our living room back. The table is gone. So we have a large area back in our room, family room / storage area. He also was able to take a bunch of donations. So those are gone. So we have some of our back porch back and I am in a purging mood. So on that note, before we get started, one of my purges is yarn. I bought these. They were on clearance. They're normally like $8. It's ice cream deluxe and never used 5-ounce, 155 yards, Lion brand, super bulky 6. You guys want to look at that? So beautiful. I'm never going to use this ever. And I need more room. So I'm going to do a giveaway of these two. If I hold them just right. Just kidding. I haven't even touched the wine yet tonight, guys.
Who gave her wine?
I mean, it's downstairs in the fridge. Like, I haven't touched it. So, within the USA, I am giving these away. So, they are discontinued. You can't get them anymore. I only have 2 of this color. It's that special, I don't know what you want to call it, Rebecca. Let's see, what was that? I saw, oh, it's just a little fuzzball, orange fuzzball. So, it's like the soft plushy. Sorry, it's like coming out. When I grabbed it, I like dropped it and pulled some of it out. I have not been drinking the wine. So I promise I haven't touched it yet. So Chanel, I don't know, velour, who knows? So I'm going to give this away. I'm going to pull up the StreamYard hashtag. You don't have to be doing anything with any collaboration. You just have to be in the live. And you just have to be doing what I'm putting up in just a minute. And you have to be in the US because I don't have the money right now to send overseas. I really do apologize for that. All right, let's do hashtag. I've lost it. We're going to do hashtag yarn. I am so creative tonight. So creative. We are going to do hashtag yarn. So if you want these sent to you, hashtag yarn, no spaces. You have to be in the United States. You can even be in Alaska or Hawaii. and I'll send those out to you, whoever wins. Okay. So the tree, the table, that stuff's gone. So I'm in a purging mood, which is great for you guys because that means I have more giveaways over the next couple lives. So there we go. What else? I'm going to downsize this just a bit. There we go. These guys know yarn. It's there. This week has been crazy. What has been crazy is Rebecca has me watching. It's all your fault, Rebecca. I'm watching the Oxford Shooter mom trial. And I'm watching it at like 1.5 speed. I've been listening to it in bed. I've been diamond painting to it when I can. I listen to it on the way to work. I don't listen to it on the way home because that's my Rebecca time. I listen to hers. On my lunch break, I'll take 15 minutes and listen to it. And so I'm like hyper vigilant, right, on awareness. I'm also a trauma therapist. Check my messages. Why am I checking my messages? Okay, let me check my messages. Are you going to talk about my half eyebrow? Are you going to talk about my half eyebrow? Okay, got it. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, Kevin's wife is purging their hobby room tonight. Maybe we could trade.
No.
My husband says no. He wasn't supposed to hear that. So, yesterday. I finished with my client. They're back to back. Okay, so I have a client who has schizophrenia. It's very serious. That's not a laughing matter. I love my client. She's in therapy with me. Her mother, who is 80 something. Oh gosh, I know it's ingrained in me, Rebecca. It's ingrained. So her mother used to sit in on the first 2 sessions with the daughter. The daughter's like, I think she's 32. And the mother is like 60 something, but she looks 80 because of what she's been through. And the mother used to sit in with her because the daughter was still getting acclimated on. Yes, Roslyn, my eyebrow. It's happening. So I'm doing the yarn giveaway. So all this to say, I ended up separating them, only seeing the daughter. But then the mother comes in like once a month going kind of like, you need to fix my daughter because she's getting angry at home. She's tearing things apart. She's breaking the faucet. She's doing this. She's doing that. Again, this is all through interpretation. And it's like hours of dealing with it, not dealing with them. I like them a lot. That's not what I mean. It's they don't know how to share what they want to share. So it's in circles, right? So even though we have an interpreter, it takes a long time for them to be able to articulate their point so that we can assist them. I hope that makes sense. So the mom comes, and so I said, you know what? Why don't I see you too? Like, I don't have room on my schedule, but why don't I see you too? And we can talk about schizophrenia. We can talk about anger issues with your daughter and and I said, I have a release of information from your daughter that I can talk to you about some of the skills we're working on. And so that way, when she gets angry at home or different things like that, you will be equipped, right? I know. You're never going to find out who this is. Okay. So the mom is like, yeah, great. So the mom comes in yesterday and I asked them both in the lobby who wants to come in first, and they decided on the mom. And so the mom comes in, and I'm just trying to get like her date of birth. Like I literally like I just want your date of birth. Like I had her name, I had her address. I was saying, here's a couple things that I need. And then we're going to sign some paperwork about confidentiality, consent to treat, all that kind of stuff. And so all I was trying to ask was her date of birth. 30 minutes into the session, 30 minutes, 30. I still do not have the date of birth. And she's sitting there like, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused. And it's not that she didn't want to give me her date of birth. It was sometimes she'd be like, what am I doing here? And then we talk about like, you came to see wanted to talk about your daughter, wanted to be in therapy. And then she's like, oh, you're so kind to my daughter. Thank you so much. And then she started talking about her daughter. And I'm like, okay, let's put that on hold because I didn't tell her this, but I'm technically not supposed to like do therapy or anything like that. Vanessa, you're welcome to. If the mods want to try to answer, otherwise I will I will answer in just a few minutes. And so she's like, you're very kind. I'm so glad what you're doing with my daughter. And so then I'm like, all right, well, let's go back to this. I said, thank you for coming. And I would love, like, can you let me know your date of birth? So after 30 minutes, I was like, all right, her daughter and her son are here with her. And her son is the guardian of the daughter. So I just was like, is your son your guardian too? Yes. Oh gosh. She can't sign any of this paperwork. The guardian is the one who needs to sign the paperwork. So I just was like, okay. So we just chit-chatted for a bit. I encouraged her. And then we switched spots. So all that to say why this was happening, and I'm going to pause that and answer Vanessa's question because it is an important question. Even though we don't know the person, why are you talking about clients on lives? Just asking. Well, Vanessa, it's like anything, like a case study. Okay. There's a, if somebody's talking about a case study, it's a real life person. And they're writing a journal article. They're talking about a case study. They take out all of the things that would draw something to the case study with research articles and case studies. If you hear on a radio station and they're talking about, so I understand there's this balance, and I am like one of the most risk averse people when it comes to sharing anything about confidentiality. And so we would never learn anything about anything unless we gave examples and unless we talked about things. And so that's a very important question. I'm glad you asked it. If anybody even remotely knew anything about anybody, I would not be giving any examples at all. So it's a very important question. I don't mind you asking. I'm really glad you ask because it's important that we ask these questions and we keep each other accountable. So thank you for asking. And I've thought a lot about it. Even in the month of May, I do a hashtag I am enough. And so I am very careful, and I'm really glad the people in my life continue to help keep things accountable because I would want the same thing. But that's how I look at it. I look at it as identifiers. You could never figure out who this is. Even people that work at my agency, unless they're on my team, would never know who this is. So the point of the story, going back to it, is I had 2 clients back to back, and they were clients that were taking my supervision because I'm a supervisor. I wasn't able to be interrupted because I was like in the zone with these 2 clients. And normally when I have 2 clients back to back, I at least have 5 minutes in between that I like walk through. I'm a trauma therapist. So I work with people who have survived torture. I've worked with human trafficking survivors. I work with refugees. I work with asylum seekers, that demographic population. So I get out of these 2 sessions back to back. So mom and dad, I like switch, or not mom and dad, mom and daughter. I switch mom out for daughter because she's right there. And so I don't get that like 5 minute to check on my staff. Like I do a little U walk before I grab my next client. And that's the point of the story is I get done with the daughter and they both leave and a clinician comes in and she's like, this is not good. You need to sit down. Oh no. What is going on here? Like, this person can handle a lot. And I'm like, what's going on? And she shares with me, I'm not even going to go into what happened because I want to be very, very careful. But she shares with me that the client did something illegal and unethical in her room. And I was like, okay, yeah, all right. So she and I were working on that, right? We're working on it. We're figuring things out. I'm being supportive for her. I'm helping her work through. Like, this is the first time she's had to deal with a client's decisions being more than just affecting the client. At the same time, another clinician, so I'm in the middle of 2 clinicians out of like 10. The clinician on this wall that I share stops in and she's like, what do I do? I'm like, what do you mean? Well, this client came in to pick up, hey, Cindy, so good to see you. Hey, Kayubu, I'm glad you're here. So this clinician comes in and she's like, I need your help. My client came in to pick up a letter for the court to say that he had been seeing therapy and I had helped her write this letter because it was her first time writing one. So we did this template. Hey, Christine, so good to see you. And this is back to my story of watching the Oxford trial. Okay. Bunny trails, right? But it's leading somewhere. And he has an individual in his household who is homicidal and acted on this, and 911 was called, and now the hospital was trying to release this person, and this person had already made threats and the hospital was refusing to keep this person. And the client was like scared for his life. And the person they were releasing from the hospital lives with the client. So these 2 dumpster fires are happening at the same time. And I have a client that's coming in a couple minutes. And hi, Donna. And like the sky is falling. It's like, what? It's not even a full moon. And like, I feel so bad for our clients. And I'm like, what is going to happen next? And then don't ever ask that. Don't ever ask that. Because then 3rd clinician who's out sick, his client's school calls an interpreter because they didn't know who the clinician was, calls the interpreter, and the interpreter calls me and pulls me in that the client has not been attending school since winter break. And the client who's not going to school, I see the mom. So I see the mom and the clinician I supervise sees the child. And so the school is like a dog with a bone asking, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, No words. I have no words. I have no words. No words. So that was just yesterday from noon to 5. Noon to 5. That's what was happening. That was what was happening. So when I came home, I just wanted to pass out. I was so tired. I just need to pass out. Just need to pass out. So that is what's been happening at work. Before I got on, for all those new in here, if you love yarn, I am giving away these 2 bits of yarn. Do hashtag yarn if you are in the United States. The winner, I will send these 2 for free. If you did win in last week at all, I am catching up this weekend. I will notify all the grand prize winners and connect you with our amazing sponsors. So I will be doing that, just FYI. But because of this week, I mentally checked out when I got home from the different things that were happening. So my husband's been working till 7. So our routine's a little bit off, and I've been picking up our son and then coming home and all of this stuff. And thankfully, we're done with that. He got off work tonight. We couldn't decide what we wanted to eat. We figured out what we wanted to eat. DoorDash got here, I think, around 8:15. I was trying to scarf down some of the food. Meanwhile, my son was like, ooh, I want a French fry. Ooh, he has this new thing where now he can actually, when I put the recliner up, he can get up if he uses the recliner part that goes up and down because it has a little give when he pushes. And so he can reach it. And so that's his new thing. So the whole time I'm trying to eat, he's like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I was scarfing down some food. My husband was putting him down while I was going to try to get ready for you guys. And as I'm leaving, my husband picks up our son. He's like right behind here, right over there is our stairwell that goes upstairs to our kitchen and living room and all that kind of stuff. And our family room is right behind where you guys sit. You guys take up a lot of room, but our family room is behind you. Did you know that? Did you know you had a whole room behind you with a recliner and a TV? I bet you didn't know that. So I'm heading up to the stairs, and all of a sudden, this searing pain goes through the bottom of my right foot where the arch is. Like I'm seeing stars. Like my foot starts burning. I'm seeing stars. My stomach instantly gets upset, like sick to my stomach, upset. And I'm like, what? My dog had dropped her bone and it had fallen right under the edge of her dog bed. So I couldn't see it. And so when I was walking by, my left foot was on the carpet and my right foot brushed against the side of her dog bed, which is supposed to be soft, right? But no, there was a hard cow bone with sharp ridges that my foot went on and went up into the arch, and I still can't feel the inside of my foot. But I was seeing stars and my stomach instantly got sick. And my husband knows when I'm in pain, you just let me breathe through it. So he's like, come on, little man, let's go upstairs. Let's let mama breathe through this. Because I'm like, I did not swear. I did not swear. It hurt, but I did not swear. Crashly, if you're still in chat, always wants to try to get me to swear. I remember one time she was like pissed off at us, Rebecca T and I, got, because it's upstairs, Kevin's wife, it's upstairs. And I haven't gotten a chance upstairs because I was already running 3 to 4 minutes late. So it's right above my head. I mean, if there were a hole in the ceiling, I could probably drill a hole into the refrigerator and like let it come down. But yeah. She was pissed off at us, and I understand, because when you get pissed off, it's hard to let it go. And I finally was just like, if I swore, would it help you feel better? And she's like, yes. And I was like, then. And my mom was sitting right there. And I was like, Not that my mom judges me if I swear, but I just normally don't swear. We grew up in a household where shut up was considered a swear word, not because they were naive, but because they wanted us to treat each other with a certain level of respect. And so we weren't really supposed to tell each other shut up. Yeah. If you did curse, would you? I would admit it. I've admitted it before. And my husband's sitting right here. He would have told you too. So he likes to make sure you guys know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I would have drank 2 bottles. Crashly says it wasn't nearly as meaningful as it would have been if there was a natural curse, but it was still satisfying. You know what? I did naturally curse in front of you and you weren't even paying attention. She was so mad. She didn't even hear it. Hey, Robert. It's so good to see you. Oh, Tim is my husband, and I guess she and him gossip about me. All right. Well, we have 71 people in the chat, and I would love to give this away so I can get the hashtag off of here and see you guys clearer. So, Val's been cursing. All right. So there's 2 of these, and Susan, you asked where I got these. These are actually discontinued. I bought them, I think 2 or 3 years ago from Joann's. They were getting rid of that year's, what are these called? Cake something. I don't know what they're called. Something cake. Rebecca knows. But are you ready? I'm going to hit the draw button. If you're in the United States and you want these 2 things of yarn sent to you, now I will promise you I won't crush them, but I'm going to make sure they get in a tight box. All right, we're going to draw hashtag yarn. Here we go. 26 people. Draw. Cross your fingers, everyone. Cross your fingers. I better write this down. Robin wins the prize. Robin wins the prize. Robin, I think I have your information still. If I don't, I'll reach out to you and grab it. But Robin, 2 yarns. Congratulations. You did too. You won. Tammy says, the story my 9-year-old told me about the bunch of 4th grade girls in their mouth, I was shocked, especially the last little, what she said at the end of the day after being bullied. Yeah, it's so hard out there. It's so hard. All right, let's stop sharing this. When am I getting... I know, it makes noise. See, it makes noise. I will when I make enough. I got to do some videos that you guys... Rebecca did not win it. It says Robin. Hey, sister. So yes, when I make enough money, I'll buy myself a new chair. But for right now, you're just gonna have to live with it. Well, Robin, you can message me and let me know where to send it, either to you or Rebecca. I'll let that be between you and Rebecca, and then let me know. Hi, Fern. Thank you. But I did want to tell you a funny story about how me passing gas blew up a car.
I haven't even heard this story.
Raise your hand if you want to hear how me passing gas blew up a car. Barking spiders. That's what I'm going to change the title. Friday Fun with Jen, diamond painting, and barking spiders. Oh, imagine that you're sitting in the new chair now. I know. It would be wonderful. I'm visualizing it. visualizing it. So I'm waiting for the hands to go up. I was in a live once in the wood chair. I was sitting on Brooke. Thank God I was off camera. I did sit in a chair that broke as well. We are going to do a hashtag replay pick tonight as well before we go. Yes, manifest it, right? Manifest it. No, every time I think, all right, this month I'm going to use my small commission to buy this, something happens. So, anti-fart chair. Oh, Robert, thank you. You don't like my fart chair? Come on, Robert. I thought like it helps with the horny crickets. Okay, so backstory. Growing up, my parents wanted passing gas not to be something that you felt was embarrassing. And so my mom, she said horny cricket. I did. I'll tell you that story someday. Come back. If you're new to the live, come back and I'll share about the horny cricket. I'm losing viewers. I'm sorry. I'm farting. I'm killing them. So my parents, quick story, my parents made this thing up with my sister that if you passed gas, you were burning a hole in the ground. We would all laugh. And one time I was in the basement, that's where my room was, and my dad was laying on the floor in the living room above where I was at. And he passed gas so loud it shook the house. And I heard it through the floor. Sorry, Dad. And my sister was upstairs with my parents, and she was old enough to still think he had burnt a hole in the carpet. And she was like, oh, and my mom just really played it up that he had burnt a hole in the carpet. And I actually ended up going upstairs, yelling through the floor, oh my gosh, Dad. I call them barking spiders all the time. We still have the pictures you drew. So my daughter and I were watching TV. I was not paying much attention. I think little man was on the floor and I was playing with him. And ever since I've had this like gastritis, I have extra gas, and it's hard and it's embarrassing sometimes. And I try really hard unless I'm at home. My poor family, I'm always like, excuse me. I'm like that old lady that puts across the
like my mother
the room. So she's watching this show called Psych, and we look up, and right as we look up, I bend over to pick up a ball or something for little man that he can play with, and a little tiny one comes out like really small. And the minute I do it, the car explodes on the TV. And my daughter's like, you made the car explode. I was like, yep, I have that power.
Is the mac and cheese still good?
No. Sorry. I do have some hush puppies over there.
From where?
My daughter came home from City Barbecue. You can have them.
Mom hasn't even offered me one.
So, yes, my little fart, right, Lydia? My little fart blew up a car.
Numbers.
Oh, numbers. Sorry. Numbers. They were robbing a bank. And sorry, Mickey. So, yes, I can't breathe, and it's not from the gas. I know. It was just like the timing was perfect. And her one-liner, I can't remember exactly what it was, but her one-liner was great. I have a 16-year-old and I have a 17-month-old. That's right. Today's Groundhog's Day. So at 10 p.m. Eastern, we're doing this all over again. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You guys are like, run, run. I'm getting nothing done. Nothing done. Yes, Amy, better hide all the matches in my house. Oh my goodness. I just broke my pen. I just broke the pen. Just broke the pen, people. It's my Golden Girls pen. So yes, that has been the last couple days. I'm so sad I broke it. I have a farting chair and a broken pen. All right, so real quick, we're going to do a YouTube channel picker because of, oh, where did I put them? This is mine, but I have two brand new Tia made Blingy in the New Year pens for hashtag replay. So I'm going to share the screen for the comment picker. Let me go to YouTube though. And go to my channel and pick the right video. Stitching wrong now. Oh no. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We're going to have to frog everything. All right, so we're going to copy this. We're going to go to random comment picker. Let me share the screen. And share. All right, coupons available. Thank you very much. All right, so this is last week's. If you did hashtag replay, and then we're going to duplicate or filter duplicators, and then get YouTube comments. Oh, I have to guess what that is, so I'm not a robot. All right, 23 comments from last week. Woo woo. All right, so whoever survived the week, right? All right, so whoever we pick, there's two people. So I'm going to do it twice, is going to get these sent to them for hashtag replay to finish up hashtag Blingy in the New Year 2024. We are so excited. And then we're going to sign off and get ready to go see Tima. All right, here we go. We're going to start the raffle. All right, Spunky Red. Spunky Red says hashtag replay using crystal and AB enhancements to bling. Crystal's using, whoops, no, what I want. I thought it was going to give me the rest of it. I'm sorry, it doesn't give me the rest of the thing to read, but you won. Hashtag Spunky Red. So I'm going to write this down. And Spunky Red, if you could reach out to me at dpaddictionadventures@gmail.com with your information, I will get that back to you. Even though I have everyone who signed up their information for the collab, by you contacting me, it lets me know that you're paying attention. So that's why I have that as a requirement. Okay, so we are going to pick another winner. Pick another winner.
I don't want to pick a winner.
Start. Let's get this party. Ooh, Katrin 72. Hashtag replay. I like the dark galaxy glitter. Purple and teals are my favorite colors. Awesome. So I'm going to write that down as well. If you see this, please let me know and I can send that to you. I'm going to write down the pens. Can't wait to get that to you. All right, everyone. Let me get this off the screen so that you and I can talk while we say goodbye. So I'm really glad you guys are here. I'm super excited. We're doing finish. Oh, I almost forgot. We have one more giveaway. One more giveaway. Woo woo. And the reason I'm doing this giveaway, well, my bestie is helping me do this giveaway with Crashly, is because in March 1st, through the 31st, we are doing hashtag Get Your Weird On 2024. I will be putting things in our Facebook group. We are super excited. What this means is picking out a painting that's weird or different for you. So it can be completely out of the ordinary. So I know several people who are doing Richard Loren's birds. I'm doing a frog in its underwear. You can pick whatever you want, but it doesn't have to be like weird. It just has to be different than what you're normal. So if you normally do landscapes and you end up doing Hannah Lynn or a tie-dye or something like that. So look for your painting. But yes, she's coming out with some amazing release papers, and I want to help her gift you. So we are doing a $20 gift code for the website. All right. Woo, woo. Okay, so excuse me. We are going to go back to the StreamYard, and we're going to do hashtag get weird. Hashtag get weird. Hashtag get weird. All right, Cheryl, we're almost done. We'll see you over there. So hashtag get weird. This is for anybody in the chat. If you hear my voice before you head out, Berta, you're welcome. What do you mean you're welcome? What do you mean you're welcome? You are always welcome here. You are always welcome. Okay, so here we go. Hashtag get weird. We're going to give you a few minutes before we say goodbye, and then we will get you over that ASAP. ASAP. These are for some weird paintings. These are for some weird paintings. Oh, yes, your frogs and undies. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you, Berta. Berta supplied our frogs and undies. Yes, we are so excited because Berta gifted us these paintings, and they're super, super fun. So hashtag get weird. You guys have 10 seconds left because I've got to go to the bathroom before we go over to Tima, and I've got to get started wrapping up all these gifts for you guys. So excited. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're not in the drawing, you're not getting $20. Okay, ready, set, draw. I'm weird. Cindy. Jenn M. Congratulations, Jenn M. All right. I'm just writing this down. So congratulations. Crashly says, I really do want to see more people do this year. It's so perfect to do something outside your comfort zone. Yes, yes. All right, so congratulations. Can't wait to see what we come up with next week as we journey our way to March through the February days. Can't wait to see you over at Tima's. And I forget the rest of the song because I'm making it up. So thank you so much for coming in. Give a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next Friday. Be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.